Hey.
I didn't hear what you said.
It's Julie with Wishes Family Travel, and Kevin, and it's
Hi.
the adventures of Kevin and Julie take on Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, yeah. The Star Wars.
The Star Wars, new
Port.
Star Wars land.
Park. Yeah. Well, it's not really a park. It's the land.
It's the new land.
We went there for the first time.
We did. We went 2 weeks after it opened, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was not as busy as I would have thought. Remember, you had talked about wanting to get there at like some ungodly hour, like 4 a.m. or something, right?
Yeah,
Because there's early hours.
Yes, right now at Hollywood Studios, there's extra magic hours for the resort guests staying on property at Walt Disney World, and you can get into Hollywood Studios at 6 a.m. So
Is that every day?
Yes.
Wow.
From now and through November. We're not sure what's going to happen after November, but right now that's what's going on. And so my plan, I assumed that it was going to be like Pandora, where there were just mobs of people and the ride was a 2-hour wait, and we wanted to get there at the minute
there's
we
only
could.
the one ride, right?
Right now there's only one ride, Smuggler's Run.
Another ride that's opening.
Rise of the Resistance is coming in December. So our plan
Sorry,
was...
you
did. You do that a lot. Our plan
well,
was...
I get these things that pop into my head, and I have to just spot them out, otherwise I'll lose them.
This is my life.
Yep.
So the plan was...
Yep, just talk louder.
We were going to get up at 4 a.m. and leave the Grand Floridian and be at Hollywood Studios at 5. To be hopefully at the front of the line to get in right when they opened at 6 o'clock. And we arrived at Walt Disney World, and I checked my Disney Experience app, and I saw that the line for the ride at noon was 45 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was less than an hour.
It was definitely less than an hour. So, Kevin,
What?
Shelly likes when you're in the video. So,
I'm sharing the screen. I can't. Yeah.
So we changed our plans a little bit and decided that we weren't going to get up at 4 a.m. That we would get up around, I think we got up at 5:30, but we were still at Hollywood Studios close to 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So
And there was still a boatload of
There were
a lot more
still-
people than I thought would be there, especially getting up early in the morning.
Yeah, there were still quite a few people, but it's really nice that they have these extra magic hours for the resort guests. So off we went. And one of the questions that Missy asked earlier on my Facebook post was, where would you head first when you go to the planet of Batuu? Well, right now, hands down, you go to the ride. You go to Smuggler's Run because there's no fast passes for the ride.
I'm laughing because we were making our way to the run, and they were standing outside the cantina saying,
yes.
come on in. And I'm like, it's the cantina. It's 6 a.m. And
Yes.
we're going to... don't ignore me.
I'm not.
You were. They were trying to get us to go into the cantina at 6 a.m.
Yeah, 6 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, there's a time and a place, and
We'll get to that.
we'll go. Sorry, I jumped ahead. No, but they were trying to get us to go into the cantina, and we're making a beeline for the ride.
Yes.
Okay.
So, to answer Missy's question, definitely head to the ride first, because in all likelihood it's going to be the shortest line of the day if you go right when the land opens, when Batuu opens, and there's no fast passes. And we haven't heard if there's going to be in the future, but as of right now, Smuggler's Run and Rise of the Resistance are not going to have fast passes. So you're really going to want to take advantage of those early or extra magic hours, whether they keep them at 6 a.m. or whether they go back to the regular. If you're staying on property, which is a huge perk, going into Star Wars Land early. So definitely go ride the ride.
Yeah, we saw Rey from what Star Wars movie is Rey in?
I don't know. We need
I don't know, the
Kyle.
first
I don't
one.
know the names. I'm
But
so bad.
I know, but we saw Rey. I got my
on our way
picture
to
with
the
her.
ride. Yep.
And we saw Chewbacca.
Yes, and they're just wandering around, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool. So we made our way to the ride. The queue was very interesting. There were a lot of details, a lot of things to see.
Well, that's where the full-size
Yes.
Millennium Falcon is too,
Yeah.
which is pretty sweet.
And you can see it from inside too. There's windows in the hangar. And you can see the Millennium Falcon from different angles, which was kind of cool. And for people like us who grew up with Han Solo and the Millennium Falcon, that was pretty cool. But the ride is you're going to capture, what's the name of that stuff?
See, you put me on the spot of this
Anyway,
stuff.
you're going on a smuggling run.
Yep.
And there's 3 different people. There's the pilot, the gunner, and the engineer. And when you go up and you get to the front of the line, they hand you what your job is going to be.
It's kind of like Mission to Mars.
Yeah, kind of like Mission to Mars, where you get an assignment.
Mm-hmm.
But unlike Mission to Mars, your job actually does something.
That's right. Because when you steer,
yeah,
it adjusts through the.
Yeah, the pilot actually does not completely steer the ship, but I thought it was a lot of fun. We were gunners first, so we were shooting away the enemy so we could get to the
You
planet.
say first, like we wrote it more than once.
Well, yeah.
We got through the line. It was so awesome. We got through like in a half an hour. We're like, we got off and there was still no line. And so we went on again.
Yeah, we rode it twice in
an hour.
Maybe less.
Maybe less.
Maybe less than an hour.
45 minutes.
Because
then we went to the cantina.
Do you think you have an idea what he wants to talk about?
No, we went to the cantina.
Yes, but
it wasn't 6 in the morning. It was like 8 in the morning. Still weird. But.
We rode the ride twice. The second time we were the engineer. So we actually were in charge of picking up the railroad car and hooking it to our ship and getting it back safely. And we did a good job, I think. We didn't drop it. We had a good mission.
Ride. It was a good ride.
And it's cool because it shows you your score and how well you did and how much money you earned. So I thought that was interesting too, that if you're competitive like we are, you can kind of play against if you ride it more than once.
What else did you like in Star Wars Land?
What else did I like?
Or do you have a script?
I don't have a script. No,
following off the script.
No, I don't have a script.
Don't remember what we did next, except I know we got green milk and blue milk.
We did do that. We took a little wander through Batuu, and one other question that Missy asked was the best way to navigate through the land, and I forgot the map.
Well, they have a map.
I forgot it's on the dining room table.
We asked one of the Musketeers, or they weren't really Musketeers there.
They are so in character.
They totally are in character.
So in character. But they did have maps, and it was great because obviously we'd never been there before, so we had no idea where anything was. But so we kind of wandered around to acclimate ourselves a little bit.
Like all the price, when you say in character, everything was in
everything
credits.
Everything
is no
credits.
Money, it's all credits.
Yes.
And
everything is written in the language of the planet.
Even like the bathrooms.
Yeah.
So you have to look for different.
So my suggestion is the first time you go, really just kind of look at the map. And it really depends on what you want to do too. There's certain things that you need reservations for. If you want to build the lightsaber at Savi's workshop, you have to have a reservation. Or if you want to go to Oga's Cantina, you need a reservation. Unless you get there at 6 a.m.
Go at 6 a.m.
And they're begging you
Kyle,
to come in.
what was the first movie that Rey was in Star Wars? What?
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
Can
All
you
right.
grab
Sorry,
me
that was
the
going to
map,
bug
the
me.
Star Wars map, and bring it out?
That was going to bug
Please.
me. Thanks, Kyle.
And another question Christina asked was, is Savi's workshop hidden? It's not.
It's Savi's workshop.
That's where you build the lightsabers.
Oh, you can't say
but
lightsabers.
You can't say lightsaber.
It's a junkyard.
It's a scrapyard.
Scrapyard.
Yeah. So we walked up and said, "Oh, is this where we come to build our lightsaber?" You can't say that. You can't say it. This is the scrapyard. Would you like to come in and buy some scrap?
Thanks.
You don't know who might be listening. The First Order is everywhere. And that's true. The stormtroopers were wandering around. Kylo
they just
Ren.
give these out like the Star Wars
Yeah,
people
so this
give it
is
out?
the map. And it shows you where everything is. So it's not necessarily hidden, Christina, but there's no Savi's workshop sign. And the other thing is it's all in their language. So all the labels, the signs, everything is not in English. But several times we interacted with somebody. We went into there's a droid workshop. You can build your own droid. It's kind of like Build-A-Bear. So you pick different pieces of the droid and you can put it together however you want. How
much did those cost?
Those were
remember?
$75.
You remember,
How much
Kyle?
were they?
$100, $99?
The lightsabers are
or 99
$199.
credits?
But we were in the droid depot and we mentioned something about a Bloody Mary.
Yep.
And the girl who was working there was like, what's
we
this?
Don't have those.
Yeah, what's this Bloody Mary you speak of? So we kind of tried to play along and tell her what a Bloody Mary was on Earth. And then we went to, after we checked out the droid depot, and we tried to check out Savi's workshop, but you have to have a reservation, and you have to build a lightsaber. You can't just go in and look around. So we didn't get to go in.
We wanted to look around.
We did want to look around.
They said you could take a guest if you were building a lightsaber, but other than that, they wouldn't let you in.
So in April, when we take Kyle, who's hiding behind the camera,
Kyle, are you building a lightsaber?
Yeah,
oh,
he's saving his money. It's a pretty expensive souvenir, but
grass needs to get cut. You could do that, and you get paid.
So and one thing we found out when we were chatting with the girl at Ronto Roasters, the grilled sausage and pork wrap, she said was amazing. We did not eat there.
No, we just had the milk and the cocktails.
Yes.
But you had a cocktail that bubbled, and I don't remember what mine was. It
Yours
was really
called
good.
The Yub Nub.
Yub
Yub
Nub?
Nub. Yep.
Yours had dry ice in it.
It did.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
And it was bubbling, and
It's a uranium cocktail.
it kind of went up my nose. It felt funny.
It's written in the Star Wars language on
Okay.
the posters.
Yes, it is. Everything is in the language. They also so when we were at Oga's Cantina, you asked what this drink Yub's Nub
Yub Nub.
was like, and the bartender started to say, "Well, it's like," and he started to say the name of the drink on Earth.
Yep.
And he stopped himself, and
you could see his supervisor leaned over to wait to see what he was gonna say.
Yeah.
And
what did he say?
he said, "Well, it's like."
Well, he said it's been a long time since I've been to Earth,
Yeah.
so I don't really remember what the name of it is, but it's kind of like this.
Yeah, they were totally in character.
So in character.
It was very, very cool.
Yeah, and then we tried the blue milk and the green milk, which we thought tasted like cereal milk.
Yeah, one of them was like a pineapple taste.
Yeah, I don't remember which one. The blue one was better. We liked the blue one
I like
better.
the blue one better
Than the green one.
But you gotta try both.
Yes, you definitely have to
and
try
you can
both.
get them with rum. You can get them with rum or tequila in them for an adult upgrade.
Yes, you can.
But we didn't do that. We were responsible because we were going to the cantina next.
We were going to
and
the
it was
cantina.
8 a.m.
Actually, we weren't going to the cantina next. We had
that's
a
right, 'cause we had a
reservation at 12:30. So we were going to go to the cantina later. But we had wandered around. We had enjoyed the land. We got there so early that we decided, since there was no wait, we could get right in. So they canceled our reservation for us, and we went in. There's very little seating.
Yeah, the whole bar is stand up,
yes.
and then the tables that were behind us were stand up.
Yep.
There's booths
along the
but
wall.
there's only not many.
There weren't many
so
of
I'd
them.
be prepared to stand.
Yes.
You know?
And the tables, most of the tables are high top tables, and there's no seats, so it would be hard for little ones to be in there. They do have non-alcoholic drinks, and one of the cool ones I saw was actually the blue milk, and then it had a cookie on top. What's that called?
The place was full when we were there,
Yeah, the
and
Blue
I would say
Bantha.
there's probably just as many people drinking the non-alcoholic
sure.
ones.
Yeah.
As I didn't see a whole lot of kids when we were there, but
There were some, not a
some,
ton.
but not a ton.
But it's definitely not. It's not really equipped for a lot of families to be in the cantina at one time. But the drinks were really good. I didn't think they were crazy overly priced. $12 to $20 for this one.
Yeah,
but it had a souvenir mug.
Yeah, it's a specialty place, right? So it's Disney, so you should not be surprised when you see those kind of drink prices.
Yeah, so definitely. And the other thing to remember is it's not a restaurant. It is. They had
food.
They had. Remember the people next to us were having the Batu bites.
Oh yeah.
They had
but I
little
didn't see
snacky
anybody
things.
really eating.
Well, it was also 8:00 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, no breakfast, no sausage and eggs.
They may have I'm sure there was breakfast food at the quick service.
No, that was right next to it.
Yeah, but at Oga's Cantina there is not a sandwich or any type of food other than the little snack bites.
Yeah.
But it was fun to see the characters just roaming around like they would if they were just on the planet.
And there's a full-size TIE fighter. So the TIE fighter was cool. The Millennium, or the TIE fighter.
Millennium Falcon.
Oh, yeah, Falcon.
And then what else did we do? What was your favorite part of the whole land?
The whole land. You know what I think I really liked was the attention to detail. Walking through the rides. I mean, Disney's really good at that anyway, entertaining you while you're in the queue. But really, I mean, the paint, the things that they painted made it look like it was old, or it was beat up, or it was dirty. It was just a huge attention to detail. And the knickknacks, I guess, that were on the shelf, or like, I don't know. It was really, really well done as far as the detail goes.
I thought the whole land was really well done, from the cast members who were so in character, to feeling like you really did walk onto or arrive on a planet. I thought they did a great job. Really liked the ride. The build your own droid. We didn't do it, but it looked really cute. I'm sure that kids and adults will love to do it. I'm really excited to actually go in and see the build a lightsaber. When we go back in April, we'll have Kyle with us, so we'll get to experience a little bit more. We just weren't interested in building a lightsaber. It's not our thing, right?
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Shelly, sorry. Oh, thank you. I'm glad I looked at that. VIP tour is a great way to get to experience all of Galaxy's Edge. You get your own private VIP guide. They're amazing. I've been so fortunate to be able to do several of the VIP tours, and the guides know a lot of fun details. They tell you a lot of things, but they get you onto the rides. They get you into places that...
Like, you cut the line?
You do, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So the VIP tour would definitely be a great way to see Galaxy's Edge, especially if you really want to experience it, instead of just kind of running through it or waiting in a long line, because who wants to do that?
Not me.
So definitely go early, or I'd love to tell you more about a VIP tour sometime. But all in all, I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, it was fun.
We
Maybe
didn't
have to get up as early next time.
Well, we probably will.
Just a fast pass.
They're not. We don't know if they're going to have them.
Hopefully, they'll have them.
But
getting up early. And...
Yeah, I'll be there in December right when Rise of the Resistance opens.
Is that a roller coaster?
I'm not sure. I haven't.
You don't know what it is?
No.
Are they hush hush?
No, there was a video today about it. I just haven't watched it yet.
Okay, we have homework to do.
I have homework. But I'm excited to go back. I hope you're excited to go back. I know Kyle's dying to go back.
Yeah.
He was really mad. Like we said last week, he was really mad at us for not taking him. But does anybody have any questions? Shelly, Jen?
Did you go through
I
all
did
your
go
other
through.
ones?
Oh, the drinks at Oga's that we would recommend, definitely Yub Nub, and the Bespin Fizz is what I had with the dry ice.
That's it. Yeah.
But yeah.
The one with the cookie on the top. A few people had that one.
Yeah, the blue
cookie.
bantha. The cookie. It's kind of a drink
And they had
and a snack
that blue
all in
milk
one.
with the tequila in there.
Yeah.
They did.
I know they did.
Why are you laughing?
Because every time we talk to our friends on Facebook, you talk about the cantina and drinks.
I like drinks.
And you wouldn't let me go see characters or ride rides because you wanted to go drink.
Okay.
So I don't want them to think that's all you do.
No.
You do want to show them your T-shirt, though.
Oh yeah,
I'm
wearing this in honor of the Tigers securing the worst record in all of baseball. They secured that yesterday.
What's your shirt? It's backwards online.
No, they see it. It flips around.
Make Detroit baseball great again.
That's right.
So that was our time at Galaxy's Edge.
It was fun.
It was fun. I think Disney did a great job with the theming. And then it kind of felt weird going over to Star Tours, the original Star Wars ride at Hollywood Studios, because it felt so old and different, because that's not Batuu. It's Tatooine, right?
Yep.
Tatooine Traders.
Tatooine Traders.
So they did it really well, where they've kind of still encapsulated Tatooine with Star Traders, but then you go into a completely different world. So I loved it. Loved the ride. I really thought it was a lot of fun.
It was.
And looking forward to going back. So let me know if you have any questions. You know where to find me. And what are we going to talk about next week?
I thought we were talking about walls.
We changed it.
I came out here to talk about walls, and then we're talking about Star Wars.
Okay, so at Star Wars Land, at Galaxy's Edge,
Mm-hmm.
we did find a wall. Or we created a wall.
Yeah. I don't remember that. No, do I?
I don't know.
You're looking at me like I should
You
know
should.
what.
But we also found the Tatooine
The
wall.
Tatooine Trader. Well,
Yeah.
yep.
So
It was fun.
you go, yeah. I did post on my Instagram about the walls yesterday. Shelly, if you're wanting to see where my latest wall is, you go check it out. Go see where Kevin posed this week.
Okay.
But can't wait to talk to you next week. I'm thinking we're going to come back every week and talk about one of our adventures with our Disney travels. So
Fun.
yeah. So we'll see you next week. And if you have any questions, give me a call, shoot me an email, post on here, and I will answer your questions for you. Have a great night.
See ya.
Bye.